Hey, what's happening, guys? It is time once again for another scent of the day. Today, I went with a new one to me, but not new to the market. This is Halston 1-12. So this was released in 1976. So we're coming up on almost 50 years for this guy. So why this one? I did a Reddit post a while back asking about fragrances that you received compliments on or complimented someone on. And somebody had responded about this one that she smelled it on someone, loved it, and ended up buying it for people in her life, and how good it was to her. So I never tried it. I didn't even know 1-12 even existed. Z14 I was familiar with, but not this one. So decided I'd go ahead and pick it up and see what I think of it. So today is the very first wearing of this that I've ever done. So let's talk about batch number. So what is this? I said it was released in 1976, but my batch for this is N24301A, which is for March of 2024. So this is only a year or so old, but it's been around since, as I said, 1976. So from an image perspective, this one puts me in a time machine. It takes me back to the late 1970s. I was a small boy at that point. And this was a very prevalent smell back then, that a lot of guys wore this or something like this. A lot of the notes in here are very much old school. So that's kind of what I get out of them. Let's talk performance. It's actually decent performing. I get 8+ hours, easy. So very well lasting on it. The initial spray kind of opens with a resinous blast of green notes, oak moss, and citrus, kind of giving it more of a soap vibe, honestly. So it's kind of soapy at that point. It goes about arm's length, so decent projection. Beyond that, lasts about an hour, somewhere in that neighborhood. Beyond that, it tones down a little bit. The resinous green notes, they tone down. And then the citrus kind of dissipates at that point. However, floral, pine, juniper, berries, cedar, they all kind of join the party, right? So they intermix with the other notes that are in it. And this goes for about 6 hours. And it starts out arm's length and it kind of ends up coming down to an intimate scent at the end of those 6 hours. Beyond that 6-hour mark, we're in a kind of a warm, soft, soapy floral, right? With leather in it as well. So leather and oak moss. So, and that becomes the base, and that one becomes very much a skin scent from that, 6+ hour mark on. So at that point, you kind of have to be right on someone to smell it. So let's talk about notes in this guy. What do I get? And let me talk about that. What do I get? There are a lot of very well blended notes in here. Some of them I get, some of them I don't. The ones that jump out at me: pine, oak moss, green notes, citrus notes, lavender, other floral notes, cedar, labdanum, and amber. Those are the main ones that jump out at me. As I said, there are others, and I will have a link to Fragrantica if you want a full note breakdown. What can I compare this to? Obviously Z14, right? Are they the same? No, but they have a very similar vibe between the two. So if you like Z14, this would be a good one. So is this one still on the market? Absolutely. So although it was released, almost 50 years ago, you can pick it up today for almost nothing, right? Right now on Joma Shop, this bottle of 125 ml is $13, right? So you're not talking a major investment here at all. So from places I can wear this pretty much anywhere, but it might be a little dated. That would be more the hesitation, right? It's very old school. So, but you can wear it anywhere you're comfortable wearing old school. If you happen to be going to a 70s party or an 80s party, this would be perfect for that. So let's talk about attire. This is pretty much a casual to upscale casual. I don't really see this as a business scent. I don't see it in a tux. I don't see it in a sports coat. But anything formal to upscale kind of anything casual to upscale casual, he would work in. And then who's he for? Obviously men. This is very much a masculine scent. And I would say it definitely leans mature, right? It does have that old school vibe to it. So that being said, if you're looking for an old school vibe fragrance with lots of oak moss and pretty good projection at a very good price, this is one you should try. So tell me, do you own this? Have you tried this? Have you ever heard of this? Right? If you own it or you've tried it, what do you get out of it? I'd love to hear some feedback, especially if you have an old batch of this. I'd love to hear kind of the differences of what you would describe. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. Please remember to like and subscribe for future content. Till next time, take care, guys.